On today's episode, I'm going to walk you through the numbers aspect of your business and show you how to make 10K each month within your business and scale that to even more. Stay tuned. Who wants to start making some money, honey? Let's talk about numbers today. I know for a lot of us who are in this space, who are spiritual healers, intuitive women, the numbers and that more masculine aspect of our business is kind of, but it's a very important part of our business. The reason for this is because knowing our numbers and having a system and a structure set up in place to help us make those numbers is what creates that security. It creates that sense of stability in our business. And when we have those things, we're able to surrender. This helps with our stress. This helps keep our body in balance with our energetics, with our hormones, all of that kind of stuff. So taking the time to really building out the proper back end framework is so important. This is why it's something that I teach on so much. And it's a reason why I openly share my intuitive femme framework so that people know, okay, this is the proper framework I need to set up in my business so that I can make sure that I'm making money. And then all I have to do is show up and stand in my energy, my power, and my gifts, bring value to my audience, and I'm going to be financially supported for doing so. So making sure that we have all of these components in place, it's going to be really important to have a long-lasting, safe, stable, secure, profitable business. When it comes to money, I do want to talk about the energetics a little bit. We'll talk more about this next week, the money energetics next week. But I do want to remind everyone, money is a masculine energy. So that means it is that energy of protection, provision, security, stability. If we have any kind of energy going on that is in opposition to the masculine and masculine energy, that is something we need to be very intentionally working on. People talk about money blocks. It's not so much about money blocks. It's about receiving from the masculine because we have been abused. We have been hurt. We have been let down by the masculine in some way. And so everybody's situation is going to be unique and different. It could be by having an absent father. It could be by having a father that was around but was very passive. Maybe it was an abusive father. It really is going to depend. It could even be a mother who was more of the masculine and they were very critical and things like that. So if we have any kind of opposition in our body that is connected to masculine energy, this is a very important thing for us to look at when it goes into our business, because we're going to find that we subconsciously cut ourselves off from financial support because we have a negative association with that masculine energy and we're repelling it. Okay, so just very important to remember. Let's just dive in. Let's dive in and do some math. I have some notes here because math in my head, that's just not my strong suit. I operate in the realm of limitless possibility. And so when I'm working in something that actually fits in a box, I have to put it in a box. So let's get into the numbers. Most women, when they come to me and they want to start building their business and they really start wanting to create the security and stability in their business, it's interesting because we hear so often, like everybody wants to have these 100K months and they want to be millionaires and this kind of stuff. The reality is the majority of women that I talk to, they would really like to have $5,000 a month or about $10,000 a month. That's pretty standard. It's like, this is where they want to start. They want to start, I want to be making, for our example today, because it's easy math, we're going to be using $10,000 a month. Okay. That is, it's like basic now to need to live on, especially if you're a single woman or a single mom like I am. So it's like it was crazy, right? Crazy here in the US. I don't know how it is everywhere else, but goodness. So we're going to use the 10K as the example because it's easy math. So a lot of women are coming to me where they're energy healers, they're energy practitioners, they're service providers. So we'll say service providers. I don't just work with spiritual providers. I do help and coach other types of providers in the online coaching space. But most often it's someone who has a service that they're offering. So I'm going to use the example just for today of an energy healer, okay, doing energy work. This is somebody who maybe they're psychic. They might also do like tarot, offer readings like that, things like that. All right. They're coming to me saying, I don't know how to really make money with this in this online space. Even though I know it's possible, I don't really know where to start. And so first thing I want to do is I want to look at breaking down the math for them and really helping them to understand what it looks like to make $10,000 a month. And I'm going to show you something, so stay tuned. I'm going to show you a reason why most of us just have it out of our mind where it's like, it's just not even possible. Okay. I'll give you a hint. It's because the way that you're doing it, it's not. Okay. This is why. So we're like creating this program and this dynamic again, where it's like, it's not possible. It's not possible. So we can't create it. And then we don't create it. And then we're in lack. And then, right. So it's like this cycle. We're going to bust that. We're going to bust that today with this video. So 10K months. We're looking at this, breaking it down, basic math. We're not looking at the fees that PayPal and Stripe and other processors take out. We're not looking at any of that. We're just looking at 10K. Okay. So we think about a 10K month, what that looks like. For most people who are offering a service, that's going to be that I'm saying that we're going to charge $100 per service. Again, I need the math to be simple. So our services cost $100. I'm charging $100 for my energy healing session. Okay. For my past life regression, for my Reiki, for my tarot readings, for my energetic healing, for etc. My mindset work. I'm charging $100 per session. So in order to have a 10K month, we would need to have 100 sessions, right? 100 times 100 is 10K. I did the math and I'll check it again because I always get like, right? Yes. 100 times 100 is 10K. So for our 10K month, we have to do 100 services. Let's break this down. That's about 25 services per week, which sounds, it's like I could do 25 services a week. And that's 5 services a day if we're taking the weekends off. Okay. That sounds relatively, it's like, okay, like I could do 5 services a day. Depending on the work that's involved with it. I mean, for energy workers, that's a lot. Let's be real. That's a lot of energy going out. For psychics, for anyone who is providing any kind of service like that, that is a lot of physical and mental energy to do 5 services a day, 5 days a week. I'm going to go ahead and call that out because that's intense. You might be sitting there going, I can do it. Yeah, maybe for the first week. But again, we have a whole nother thing that we're not looking at yet. This pink elephant in the room. How easy would it be for you to get 5 services on your calendar per day? Remembering that this is a month. So we're going to need 25 new clients per week, 25 new clients per week. Now, it might get easier as we go along because you could set up like a membership right? Where normally it's like $125 to get a reading, but if you do my monthly membership, it's only $100 if they're on a reoccurring charge. Okay. So there's an idea for you. Go do that. But either way, for 1 month, you're going to need 100 clients. And so say you want to take a vacation sometime. Say you get sick. Say your kid gets sick and you can't go into your office or do sessions from home because your child is there with you. Who knows what's going to happen? So that's going to make this 10K become even more of a phantom concept, a phantom idea. So this is where I want just for us to like look at this, really, really look at this and understand, well, this is probably a reason why I've been feeling like I can't make that kind of money. It's because the way that the business is being operated, you are correct. That is going to be very challenging to make that type of money with that type of business model. This is why we have to pivot. We pivot into having a higher ticket offer. So this is why you'll hear me beat the drum over and over again about a signature offer, all the time. Because having that signature offer, it's going to be a higher ticket offer. I always say, like, at least, I know some of us are still working through healing money programs. So I will say that. And so charging a significant amount for working with you, sometimes I can feel like, oh my gosh, like I can't. So at minimum for a high ticket offer, I say we start at $2,000. And that could be like a 6-week container. That could be an 8-week or a 12-week container. Okay. So we have to have something that is higher ticket, because when we have that higher ticket offer, we're going to be able to not only make more money, but we're working less. We're working less and we're bringing genuine transformative power to someone, to our client. Sorry to interrupt this video. I'm sure that you're loving it, but if you are loving it, I want to make sure that you remember to grab your copy of the Intuitive Femme Framework. This is a 40-page playbook that I put together that breaks down the entire framework you're going to need to build a sustainable, scalable, and aligned feminine business in the online coaching space. So if you're looking to scale your business to multiple 6 and 7 figures, and want to do it in a feminine aligned way without burnout and without the gross marketing bro hustle, grab this. You can either click the link below or scan the code. All right, I'm going to use an example of my Untangled program. So for those that don't know, I created a proprietary 12-week deep intensive healing container. We go through and we reprogram every week 5 limiting beliefs around specific categories around like money, relationships, things like that. It's a very intense program. It is a very impactful program, but it's also something that I can only do but so many of them per day, per week, per month, right? So there's a reason I created a certification program for people who want to learn how to utilize the Untangled technique for their clients and to go share that with their own audience. For people that have come in and get that certification and work as certified practitioners, they make about $2,500 per client. Okay, so I'm going to use this $2,500 example because it's just stuff that I know, stuff y'all probably heard me talk about. So it's easier that way. But think about it this way. If we create that proprietary signature offer that is higher ticket that you're able to share with your audience and bring clients in, if we're selling a service and we're earning $2,500 per client, In order to have a 10K month, we need 4 clients versus 100. We need 4 clients. And the beautiful thing with this is if we're using the correct platform, which I always recommend ThriveCart, because one of the best benefits they have is at checkout, there's an option to finance. So if we can make it accessible to our clients by offering the ability to do either monthly payments or to finance through a third party like a Femme or Klarna, that makes it even more accessible to them. But we're also able to still get our energetic compensation. Okay. So this is important. If we're having a $2,500 offer and we're sharing our knowledge, we're sharing our gifts, we're able to bring our own unique power into what we're offering, we're now in a very, very different position, aren't we, in our business? We're able to then do more videos to share with the public, to educate people. We're then able to maybe go volunteer. We're able to be a full-time single mom or single parent. We're able to have the ability to go work out and have self-care and eat organic to raise our vibration, right? Like we're now cultivating a very, very different experience. This is exactly why I actually created, well, part of why I created the certification program for my Untangled technique, because talking to a lot of women in this space, they were saying, I get it, Nancy. I hear you, but I need a signature offer. But that feels incredibly overwhelming to me to spend the time to put one together, to have to piece it all out, to create every module, to do all of that. That feels ridiculously overwhelming. And then having to put together the sales pages and having to do all the email marketing and it's a lot. It's like, I would rather just show up and then hope I get a booking for a session. Benefit of why the certification program is so helpful. Because for those clients or those people coming to me on discovery calls, I'm saying, well, you recognize you need a signature offer. And so instead of going and building out your own and having to manage all of those aspects of the business, I have one pre-ready made that you can use. And then they're able to take that offer, right? And then apply it into their own business. And then they're able to start making a better income that allows for a better lifestyle for them. So when it comes to your business, making this higher ticket signature offer should be a priority right now. And if you're someone who is saying, well, I really don't want to do that. That feels really overwhelming and stressful to me. Then find a certification program that offers something that feels aligned to you, that is going to enable you to have a higher ticket service. And that way you're not having to build out the sales pages and those different things. You're able to just show up and do the service. Now, I don't know much about other certification programs. I will be honest, the things I would look for would be something similar to the way that I set up the Untangled certification, where you don't really have to do anything else except just serve the clients. You post, you share, you show up, but outside of that, you're not having to build the pages and put the program together and manage the team and do all, like, it's just, hey, I get to talk about this, and then I sign people up and I help them. And then inside the Untangled aspect of things, you're able to also bring in your own unique gifts and abilities. If you're a breathwork practitioner, an energy healer, things like that, there's space in there to work in your own unique magic. So I would look for something similar. So, or if you want the information on this, I'll make sure to link it. But I would look for something like that so that you're still able to feel like, I'm able to show up in all my power and magnificence, but I can do it now in a way that I'm not feeling super stressed and out of alignment with who I am and the energy in my body and all that kind of stuff. Because let's be real, if we want a business to pay us like a business, we have to really work it like a business. And being a business person is not for everyone. It's just not. And that's okay. So, having other resources out there that are still going to enable us to be able to have access to a higher ticket offer without having to do all the back end work, that's helpful, right? For those of you that are saying, okay, Nancy, I hear you, I need a signature offer, I have no idea how to start, let me give you a few pointers. I will be doing videos later in a few weeks about how to build out a signature offer. But the first thing I want to invite you to do if you are looking at creating a signature offer is you need to get very, very clear on your unique realm of genius. Let's say that. Your realm of genius, I like that. Your realm of genius, and then what transformative result you want to get for your clients through that knowledge that you have. So, what is my realm of genius? And then, how can I apply that in a way that's going to create a massively transformational result for my clients? That is key. That is key right there when it comes to starting your signature offer. I have had people who have come from all different backgrounds and they thought, oh, because I've come from this background, this is what I need to teach. And that's not the case. They're finding that they're looking for something new to do. They want to move out of this this space that they've been in, but yet they're trying to kind of bring it with them. And I want to lovingly caution you to be open to observing if you're stepping into that. Because a lot of times when we're being called out of a specific space and into a new space, we're meant to bring something else new, right? But we have all this knowledge. My education, my background, I was in network marketing for 6 years. I was a top earner in network marketing company. I've done business management and sales ever since I was started really seriously working at age 18. That doesn't mean that I'm just want to be a sales coach. That's not interesting to me. But can I help my clients get more sales and make more money in their business? Yeah, I can. Because I'm able to take the knowledge, everything that I learned from being in those spaces, and I can apply them here, but I'm doing something very different. So I want to invite you to just think on that. Think on, what all do I have education in? What all have I done throughout my life? What has been a recurring theme? And how can that journey impact and help other people get a result, a transformation, right? What is the result that I want to get for this person? All right. That is the place to start. If you want to learn the actual ins and outs, stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe, hit the alarm bell, download whatever it is you need to do wherever this is on whatever platform, so that you get notified when that video comes out. But for those that are like, okay, I see this, I get it, I want a signature offer. If you're going to create your own signature offer and you're someone who is in a space where it's like, gosh, I do want to become a millionaire. I do want to really just make so much freaking money. I want that. You're going to have to get really clear on that signature offer and have it be something that can be a higher ticket container. So this is going to be something like a year-long mastermind or hybrid mind, something like that, or maybe a 6-month container, something that you're able to charge closer to about $10,000 for. If we think about it, if we're doing our part and showing up, bringing value, educating our audience, letting them know hey, I know what I'm talking about, I can help you too, and we have an offer that is $10K to work with us for 6 months or a year, it's not going to be a far stretch, especially again, if we have the ability to allow people to finance and make it more accessible for them. If we have a 10K offer and we bring in 10 new people each month, again, easy math, that's $100,000 a month right there. That's $100,000 a month. What if we bring in 25 people one month? So this is how people are making that kind of money. But it all starts with having a signature offer and knowing, well, what feels aligned to me? Do I want my own signature offer that I can charge that much for and do all the back end work that is needed in order to have that? Because again, that offer, it's not just an offer. You have to create it. You have to put it together and build it out in Thrivecart. You have to create the sales page. You have to create all of the Zapier connections for the sales and for the abandoned cart and do all of that stuff. You have to cultivate a team. You have to do lead generation. It's like it's a whole thing, which is what I'm going to be covering all of that in this podcast series. But it's not it's not a simple thing of like, cool, I'm going to have a 10K offer and I'm just going to go sell it. If you are someone who's looking to just have an offer to just sell and not have to do any of that other stuff, again, find a certification. Do a certification so that you can just have that and just talk about it, show up, and just have it, right? Okay, so these are the options. But if you're wanting to take your business to the next level and start making more money and not kind of be a time trade money, here we go. And it's like this constant trudge. It's that hustle. Like we're sacred feminine women. We don't need to be hustling. We need to be nourishing others and ourselves and nurturing others and ourselves and cultivating community and building up, this nurturing and nourishing energy within this online coaching space and within our own lives. So like the hustle stuff, we burn out. You're going to burn out. You're going to get exhausted and you're always going to feel like you're chasing your tail. But if you have a higher ticket signature offer that you can share and have the correct system put in place on the back end of it, that's when we're able to breathe, right? We can sit back and surrender and feel safe and have that security. Okay, I hope that this was helpful. If you learned something from it, I bet you one of your friends could too. So make sure to share this, because sharing is caring, right? And I will see everyone next time on the next episode. Thank you and namaste.